Alright, last tank for you guys for the night. Just want to show you I got some of my clean supplies here. Fish food, cups, don't worry about any of that. We'll get into that into another video. This is the new location of the 40 breeder. It's been up for a while now. I shot a little bit of it last time when I was showing you the rock I got. We went through a drying process with it, left it outside. It's been 90 degrees out. Loved that. Made it real easy to dry all this out. And then the only other thing I did was stuck it in the tank, literally. Now, I could have done a bleach bath on it. I could have done an acid bath on it. But let's face it, I'm a cheap ass. So we just threw it in the tank. And a lot of it's been cycling for a while now, for the last 2-3 weeks. And I've been adding little by little, getting more of my bacterial colonies to rebuild as I add more rock. You can tell some of the older rocks, like this big piece here, you can tell I just put this one in about a week ago, this big white piece that I've been raving about for a while. And the same thing with this stuff's probably got 2-3 weeks on it, which is great because I already had some rock in here. Now that I've got more, I feel a lot better. My tank looks so much better. I still have a little bit of an algae issue, just a little bit of a diatom or green hair or something going on, and it just runs right along here where my flow is, just right across. But it could be worse. It's not too bad. You know, keep up with my water changes, and that should eventually go away. I added crushed coral with my sand in here, so it's doing a little bit better. Ooh, hey, check that out. We got our mandarin goby for a second here. Let me get a shot of him for you guys. If my phone will focus. There he is. He's still doing good. He's been out and about more, which is nice. Pecking away. I really need to trap him and put him into, not a quarantine, but put him into one of those little breeder boxes. And I just want to make sure and identify that this guy's eating mysis, because every time I end up feeding frozen, I'm not sure if he's eating or not, but he does end up coming out and for a little bit and hanging out in the front after I feed the mysis, which is nice, but I'm not sure if he's actually going after it or not. It does worry me a little bit. He still does have some weight on him, which is good, but he seems to be doing a lot better. Just doing an overview shot of the tank, a little bit of my scaping that I've been doing. This giant piece in the back, so there's my hand. That piece is taller, probably as tall as my hand. Or probably as wide as my hand, and a little bit taller than my hand, top to back, so a couple inches taller. So it's a really big piece. It's pretty heavy. And then I put another piece on top. That way I have a shelf I can put stuff on once I get some more corals in. I kind of like having this cave thing going on here. My oh, there he is. There's one of my new guys. But the green clown goby likes to hang out in one of these, and then the Randall's goby. This is one of my new guys. The Randall's goby likes to sit inside one of these and sit underneath it and hang out. Randall's goby I've had for, I think, 2 weeks, if not 3 weeks. I don't know if my last video that I shot, if I talked about the pearlscale butterfly, but the pearlscale did passing away. He literally got freaked out and got stuck behind a rock, and he ended up passing away, and that sucked. Just did not have a good day when I came home to that going on. So I did pull most of the rocks a little bit forward from the back of the tank, pull them forward just a hair so that they're not all the way against the back glass. I think he got spooked and then just literally got stuck, and then, you know, that's what happens. And there's nothing you can do about it. But he was beat and torn up to hell, and just, yeah, it wasn't fun. You know, losing fish isn't fun, but we might try another one down the road. The wife really liked him, and she said that if we wanted to do another one, we might do one, you know, a couple months down the road. We'll see how it goes. I do have my lights finally on order, and we're going to get my RO system dialed back in, so I might shoot some videos of that just to show you guys. And that's a couple of things that are coming down the road. I'll show you some shots of some of the the corals I have. As you can see in the back there's some pulsing xenia. A lot of it melted off in the tank transfer move. So literally I think that's the only patch I have left, and that's probably the size of your pinky nail. But still have a couple, you know. It's a weed. If I don't, you know, if they die off, I can get more. I'm not too worried about it. Zoanthids are doing alright. They're kind of hit or miss if they're all the way open or if they're closed. But they're doing good. They normally look like that, I guess. Half will be open, half will be closed, so I might try and move them to a different spot. They might be getting too much flow. So it's not too bad. Let's see here. Kenyan tree is going nuts. He's all the way up here. He gets a ton of flow now, and I've just noticed that he's a lot more open and happy. But he's really gets blasted during the day and starts whipping around, and we'll see what happens. I might end up ripping one of the arms off here, and just because how much flow has been on the tank. So it's just kind of funny if it does, if it doesn't. Same thing. It's another weed. If you have the right tank parameters, these things go nuts in your tank, and they'll just keep growing and growing and growing. And then right below him is this green nymphia. It's got this tan base. It's growing in. He's got a little bit of green hair algae on him. It's not too bad. It's just right on the corner that it has it. So we might go and take a look at what we can do with him. But he's starting to grow back in. He had a bunch of detritus and stuff built up around his base. See here, around the base of him, so that was just not helping out at all. So it just was keeping his growth really stunted. And we have the two leathers down here. One of the leathers, obviously he's almost white. The white leather, I think it's a short tentacle leather, because it really doesn't open up like I'd like it to. It doesn't have really good polyp extension like the other one does. And I think that was the difference, is that one's going to be a short tentacle and one's the longer tentacle one. But they've both been doing good. They've been opening up every day, getting a little bit bigger. My clownfish started hosting the bigger one, so pisses them off every now and then. But they've been shedding like normal. About once a week they'll shed, if not they'll do it twice a week. And then the pallies grew another head, so now I've got 4 of these purple red-ringed pallies I have no name for. They're really not brown in person, but a little more light, I think I'll be able to get some better colors on them and get some good close-ups for you guys. Wow, my mushrooms actually opened up for you guys. So I got this mushroom a couple months ago, and we finally have our first baby off of him that didn't die in the tank transfer, because in the tank transfer I found out that it had a baby grow off to the side, and then yeah, so now we got 2 of these purple mushrooms, and we'll see how that goes. It's been getting bigger every day. I don't spot feed any of my corals. It's just light only. If food lands on them, they eat. Duncans come down. They're kind of pissed off. But Duncan's been doing really good. Still have them. It's my only LPS in the tank. Looking to get some more LPS soon. I want to try my hand at ACANs, see how ACANs do in my tank. My phone does not do these things justice, but they're a green with like a blue center. So they got a little bit of blue face in the center. That's a better shot for you guys. But I just have the 2 heads. The second head's getting bigger every day. Obviously the one in the front's the smaller head, and the one in the back's the bigger. But they're doing good. They get a little bit more flow, just because they're on the sand bed. That's because they keep getting knocked off by the clownfish, because he doesn't like them on his rocks. Let's see what we got for fish. Let's see, clownfish is getting a little bigger. There's the mandarin, and then the Randall scoby. And they're all cohabitating just fine. Let's see if we can find the little green clown goby for you guys. It's probably hiding in the back somewhere. Let's see here. He's really good at hiding, but he always comes out when I feed. So let me grab some food for him. See how he does. Let's just see you guys here for a second. see if I can find some food. See if I come out for a second for you guys. Okay, let's see here. If we watch the tank, aha, there he is. There he is. There's my green clown goby. He is one of the fattest little frickin' gobies I've ever had. I used to have one of these guys. I call him a war paint goby or a green clown goby. Lots of energy, energetic. Especially when there's food, they like to run around and go nuts. See where he ran off to. There he is. He's got his little cave back here. But a really cool fish. I really dig them. The only other one that I would like to get another one of is a citron goby. The citrons are absolutely gorgeous. If you look at any of my super old videos from the last 2 years, if not, I think it might be a 3-year-old video now, they are one of my other favorites. They get a little bit bigger in the goby family. They're a little bit easier to keep, a little easier to train onto frozen and onto flake. But yeah, tank's coming along. Getting some new growth, and we'll have some new videos once I start getting more equipment in here. And you guys have a good one.